Alright guys, what is up? This is Shatner's Prodigy, back from spring break. Well, I say I'm back from spring break as if I went somewhere on spring break, but no. I didn't do anything, we just moved about 5 miles down the road. No big deal. Anyways, so with that out of the way, I'm back to uploading, and let's get into our first duel here against Guster99. And immediately you're going to see I added in one card that you probably haven't seen before, unless you played, like, hat format whenever Infinity was top in Worlds. And that's Dynatherium. Now, Dynatherium, it's a level 4 winged beast type monster with like 1700 attack or something like that. And what it does is it allows you to just special summon it from your hand. That's all. There's no drawbacks, no restrictions. The only downside is that your opponent can special summon one level 4 monster from either player's graveyard to their side of the field, in any position. So now, obviously if they're playing something like Satellar Knights or, Volcanics maybe, they can get out their rocket, but honestly that is the vast minority of players. And honestly it helps you out a lot, and I'm running it over Black Dragon Collapserpent now, and I'm seeing some minor success. I've been able to drop it in situations where Black Dragon would be dead. It has tons of utility in the deck. A side utility it has is that it allows you to just drop it from your hand anytime you draw it off of Reagan, so you can get an extra draw off your next Reagan. Also, it can be brought back with Soul Charge, Desynchro, Ayers Rock Sunrise, which are all things that Black Dragon Collapserpent just can't do. And so here I'm just trying to make a play. I look and I scoop. I can't do anything. With that skill drain up, I just am not able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't get my draws going with my Reagan. I can't banish it with Orient Dragon or Michael the Arclight Sworn. I just can't do anything. But yeah, so here I open with this hand, which would be ultra dead if I had Black Dragon instead of Dynatherium. Because there, if I had Black Dragon, I would have either had to draw only one off of Reagan, which would have been useless, or I would have had to banish the Nezuchi, which would have left me with no plays whatsoever. So here I see him playing 6 Samurai, which this duel that you're watching right now was recorded during the January ban list, so this was back whenever Shien was still at 1, back whenever there really was no reason to play Samurai except for the lulz. I mean, I say that like I have a reason to play Fabled. So yeah, here he sums out his 3 monsters, 2 ways to make Shien, then uses 6 strike triple impact, a card I've never seen. And what it does is it's either, what is that card? The Blackwing card that destroys all set spell and trap cards, Delta Crow anti-reverse. It's either that or it's a Regeki. And you're like, what? That's kind of insane. But you have to control 3, what do you call it? 6 Samurai, so that is a bit of a drawback. However, it does become instantly live if you draw it with Soul Charge, so I'm going to use that Upstart Goblin, wait to see if he negates it. Yep. Then I'm going to use 1 for 1. He does negate 1 for 1. So here I'm going to special summon out Dynatherium with Ayers Rock Sunrise. This is going to let me go into Orient Dragon, and then I'll just be able to steamroll him, which is a really great bonus of running Dynatherium, is that he's just a level 4 on demand. You can just recur him like any other monster, but unlike Grimro, he can be brought back with Ayers Rock Sunrise, which is a really powerful card. Because not only does it bring back monsters, it reduces your opponent's monster's attack, which is pretty insane. So yeah, here my hand is ripe to go off. I have Desynchro, Tuningware, Nezuchi, Grimro. I have an instant Reagan right there in Grimro and Chawa. And yeah, I am just set to go off. So unless his back row is something real, I'm good. And he activates macro and I scoop. I mean, I'm scooping to macro for the same reason I scooped to Darklaw. I just can't deal with it. I mean, call me Jelly, call me a scrubby McScrub Lord. I can't deal with that. I don't play MST. I don't want to reduce my consistency by playing that. And honestly, this deck isn't a win consistently deck. This deck is a what do you call it? This deck is a Fabled Quasar deck, above and beyond. Like, first and foremost. So there I was what? Okay, yeah. So, here I'm thinking about my plays, trying to get the most bang for my buck. I get that biblical draw of the double upstart. And here is another case where Dynatherium is really coming in handy. If that was a black dragon, I would have been completely out of luck. But because it is a Dynatherium, I can make that completely suboptimal play? Question mark. Why wouldn't I just summon out Reagan, then Level Eater the Reagan, and then do that? I mean, luckily I rip perfectly, which is basically the story of my life in Yu-Gi-Oh! Luckily I ripped perfectly. But yeah, I get the perfect draws. I'm able to make Tuningware, and then because this hand is just super awkward, I go into TG Hyperlibrarian here, using Phonon Pulse Dragon and Dynatherium. I mean, this is just because next turn, if I have to make some super desperate plays with Soul Charge or something, I can get draws off of them as opposed to only getting draws off of Fabled Reagan. So there I see he's playing Gravekeeper. I hate Gravekeepers as a deck. Like, say what you want about it, defend it all you want. I hate it. I don't get it. I mean, why would you voluntarily friggin' give yourself a brain aneurysm from boredom? Is what I see. I mean, any deck that plays more back row than monsters, I'm not a fan of. That's all I'm saying. Like, I play Zero Traps and for good reason. I'm too speedy for them. Too strong. So there, he doesn't see that I send the level eater to the graveyard, so he attacks again. He steals my Librarian with 101. Don't know what he's still doing with that in his extra deck. But yeah, it looks like I need some mad rips. I attack him with that. Pass turn, he draws the MST, and I just scoop. Yeah, that's a problem with MST being a staple. Your Snatch Steal just doesn't work as well as it should. Ah, well. Anyways, here we're playing against the Mexican Mango, and this is going to be the quickest duel ever featured on my channel. And there I typed the face because I've lost every single game of RPS. And yeah, I refuse to play Stellar Knights. I'm sorry, Cap G, I love you, you're my man, but I will not play against the Stellar Knights. Because if your deck plays 10 monsters and the rest of it is back row, I'm not playing against your deck. I'm sorry. If you have a themed, searchable, solemn judgment that you can run at 3 and go plus off of, I'm not dealing with your deck or anything within a 3-mile radius of your deck. So yeah, hopefully with Vanities at 1, that'll go down. Hopefully, until World Superstars comes out, I can be safe from the Stellar Knights in singles. I won't be able to do that. So here I'm just trying to make a play. I didn't do anything last turn because there was just nothing I could do. Then I go for Reagan, and I drew again perfectly. Yeah, story of my life. Go for that second Reagan, draw 2 cards, and that's a wrap. So I'm able to make the Quasar. He doesn't have any response, and yeah, so that's my first upload back from spring break. Wednesday, it's gonna happen. I will upload that decks from my past of the Agent build. I'm sorry it took so long. I'm sorry, it just... Time got away from me. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, do what you do to videos you enjoy. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Watch it again, maybe, I don't know. Let that popularity rise. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, thanks. Bye.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry.